Hello, how are you? I hope you're having a good Wednesday. Whatever it is you're up to, it's still raining here. Nothing new when it comes to the weather. Been an interesting few days though, hasn't it? I must say, I'm getting ready for the return of the Women's Super League. If you haven't already, please subscribe and thank you to everyone who has done so over the last few days as well. I'm really going to start appealing. Likes, please, likes and subscribes. I want to look ahead to the London Derby this weekend because, very excitingly, LAVAZZA, the coffee brand, have offered me 2 tickets to give away on my YouTube channel, which is just lovely. So thank you to everyone who always likes and subscribes and comments. I really appreciate it. So if you want to be in with a chance of winning, please give us a like, please give us a subscribe. Be available to go to the Emirates this Sunday. Kickoff is at noon. And leave a comment, and one will be chosen at complete random. It's all thanks to LAVAZZA, the coffee brand, and you'll have 2 tickets to go to the game this weekend. And it could be one of those season-defining games for either Arsenal or Chelsea, if either of them win. Which I would like. I would like that for the old excitement levels. So please do so if you want to win, if you want to go this weekend. 40,000 have bought tickets already to go to the Emirates, and I'd like to stress as well that's 40,000 tickets bought and sold. If you guys are returning all the time and you go and see Arsenal and Chelsea week in, week out, then you're probably already going. These tickets are for anybody who can go along and would enjoy that experience as well. So thank you to LAVAZZA, and I will let you know if you have won, and I'll let you know who the winners are as well in the comments a little bit later on, probably by Thursday afternoon. There you go, you have it on the record. But let's preview this game because I am very much so looking forward to it for so many different reasons. There's so much up in the air, there's so much in it from both sides. And it would be a massive 3 points for Chelsea to continue the run that they're on. And of course for Arsenal, because they've been beaten now by Manchester United, they are absolutely going for this win as well. So very much so looking forward to it. As we say, the turnout is just brilliant. Emma Hayes had spoken recently maybe about tickets not being, maybe being a bit too cheap just now as well, and I'm wondering if that's something that we're going to see changing, because the way Arsenal have been able to frequent at the Emirates more and more often, soon enough we're going to see a change to ticket prices if they can keep selling weekend games like this. And I remember actually when I was at the North London Derby at the Emirates, was that September, looking ahead to that game and overhearing a conversation with some of the members of the team saying, you know, if this is what we keep doing, then you will get used to doing productions like this, doing shows and events like this for the women's team every weekend. This is going to be a big occasion. Of course, it's the turn of the league, but there's just so much at stake, and it's Arsenal, Chelsea, and the rivalry there is something else. But of course, we're looking at the transfer window as well and how each team is going to have strengthened. Now we know Arsenal have done so. They've brought in a few players. They've recalled the youngster from Everton, Gio. She's come back, the Brazilian. Interested to see if that's for a particular reason that they're going to implement change soon, or is that for further down the line. Palova as well, and Katarina Kuhl. She's an outstanding player, and I was speaking to a couple of my colleagues today at 90 Men, the girls in the ball team, Rachel and Sophie, and they are so excited to see her. They think she's an incredible addition, and I find those Rachel and Sophie a bit like Google. When I want an answer, just ask them and they will give me an answer. So they're extremely excited to see her. So how Arsenal will line up for this game, I'm curious. Is Rafa Souza ready to go? Is it going to be Lotta next to Leah Williamson? Who's going to be at left back? Is it Steph Catley? Is it Kate McCabe? What's the movements going to be? Is Katie McCabe going to be up on the right wing, covering for Beth Mead? And of course, that's the thing as well. Is Kim Little going to be back and fit? Fingers crossed that will be the case. But there's no Viviana Miedema and there's no Beth Mead, and it's almost kind of getting used to that new normal for quite some time, and it hurts my heart that they're not going to be part of this season so much. So fingers crossed for their recovery. I'm hoping that you'll see them there cheering on the girls as well, But it'll be one of those occasions as well that I imagine would be quite hard to watch, because you can't be part of that, and they, you know, were so present in the last couple of seasons at those games, weren't they? In fact, both scoring in the London derby last time around. I remember that game, the first day of the season last season, so clearly, all of those goals. It was just a magnificent day, excuse me. I've been working hard today and I'm thirsty. But yeah, looking forward to seeing it. Emma Hayes, okay, we know she's lost Beth England. I wasn't expecting to see Beth England start. Of course, Spurs will be playing Aston Villa, which is also a great game to look forward to this weekend. Emma Hayes' side have been particularly perfect over the last wee while, and I think going into the Christmas break, they finished that game in the Champions League against PSG, and were almost perfection. You know, they really do have it, and for me, the machine at the moment, the one that I'm just cannot wait to see even more of, is Lauren James. We again spoke about this today with Girls on the Ball, and Nancy Baker, my sister, we covered the 90 Min Talks WSL show, is the confidence and how she dances around the ball. She's just an outstanding player to watch. And again, in there's so many of those games in the Champions League, I think she's been just the difference. She's been so incredible to watch. Guido Wrighton, the form that she is in. Sam Kerr as well. Feels like, I don't know if you can say, she's been a tiny little bit quiet. I know that's changed more and more of late, but just they're a well-oiled machine. And I'd been at the Emma Hayes press conference just before the Christmas break, ahead of that Champions League game for what they win the group. And she was very clear in that we switch off at Christmas. You know, you go away, I'm not scrolling over tapes, I drop my pen. You know, I am very into switching off. So how prepared are they going to be? How ready are they going to be? But what we know about Chelsea is that they're the team who just, once they make the mistake, once they have the slip up, it doesn't really happen again after that. And I think that's going to be the same Chelsea that we see this weekend as well. I really want it to be Arsenal for obvious reasons. I want it to be a show. I want it to be a spectacle. It could be a very boring 0-0, but last time round at the Emirates for the Arsenal United game, that was a show. Of course, it didn't go in Arsenal's favour, but I want more of that. And hopefully you'll be able to come along and join in as well and see how this one plays out. Arsenal against Chelsea, the return to the season in the WSL. It's this weekend. It's at the Emirates. 40,000 fans have bought tickets so far, and you could be coming along as well. Please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment if you want to win those 2 tickets thanks to LAVAZZA Coffee, and I will give you the answer as who's to win tomorrow afternoon. But till then, enjoy, please do what you have to do and be safe.